Hello everyone. Today let's solve the design problem. So here let's see what the question states. So we have been asked to design a notification system that can send different types of notifications. So again I'll read this one out loud. So just here to this, design a notification system that can send different types of notifications. So that what they have given. So different types of notifications they have mentioned here: email notification, SMS notification, push notification. These three notifications, right? So design a notification system that can send different types of notifications, and different types of notifications are email notification, SMS notification, and push notification. These three things we have to keep in mind. Just keep this in mind, right? So here we should be able to extend it in the future for more notification types without modifying the existing code. So this one is very important. They have clearly asked here. So just keep this in mind as well. We should be able to, this is nothing but the future scope, right? So we should be able to extend it in the future for more notification types without modifying the existing code. So that's what they have given here, right? This one I'm speaking of. So this is fine. So next, what shall we do here? Let's go with features to be supported, right? Features to be supported. Let me go with features to be supported here. I mean, let me read this out loud. Let's discuss this one. So we have to be able to add the multiple notification channels, right? So here in this case, you can clearly see this one: email notification, push notification, as well as SMS notification, right? We should be able to add the multiple this one notification channels, whether it may be email, SMS, push, etc. So let's come to the second one here. Second feature. So we have to trigger the notification through a single interface. So you should be having the idea that we will be making use of the interface, right? So we will be making use of the interface basically. Just keep this in mind. We should be able to trigger the notification through the single interface. This is fine. So easy to understand, right? First two we know this one. Basically the first one, this is already in the question. The second one we have understood now, where we have to be able to trigger the notification through the single interface. This is fine. So what happened here? Just give me a second here. Oh, this is fine. The third one is it should really extensible or extendable to the new types of notifications. Here, this one, it should be expandable or extensible to the new types of notifications. This is fine. Easy to understand. The last one, we have to respect the open or closed principle, right? So we have to respect the open closed principle, right? So this is nothing but one of the principles of the solid, right? So we have to respect the open closed principle. So these things we have to keep in mind. So this is what the question states. So I'll just comment this one out. I hope the question is completely clear, right? So we have discussed this one. We know this one. Now we know what to do basically, right? So if you have not understood, you can just pause the video and you can just go through the question again, right? I've just commented the question. You can just go through the question how many times you want, right? So let's do one thing. First, let's discuss the UML diagram. Then after discussing the UML diagram, let's go with the key OOPS principles that has been that we will be making use of, right? These two things let's discuss, and then let's write the code. After writing the code, quite obviously we'll be discussing about the complexities for the code that we have written, and then finally the future scope. These things we'll be discussing. Before, at the beginning, always first we'll go with the UML diagram, right? UML diagram and the key principle, key OOP principles that we'll be making use of to write the code basically. Initially, let's discuss the UML diagram first. So this is the UML diagram. So this is just the high level overview of the notification system, right? So here the first thing that we need to notice is we will be making use of the notification system class. So this will be the main class. So we will be making use of the notification system class. This will be the main class basically. Notification system class uses notification sender, right? So this uses the notification sender. This is one of the classes. These are the core classes I'm speaking of: notification system and notification sender. These are the core classes. Notification system uses notification sender, and notification sender, here in this case we have three types of core classes that is interlinked to the notification sender basically, right? So the first one is email sender. Here, email sender, so we have three types of notifications, right? One is email sender, SMS sender, and push sender. Email, SMS, push. These are the three types of notifications, right? So notification system uses notification sender basically, and three other classes are linked to the notification sender, basically types of notification, nothing but email sender, SMS sender, push sender. So these three core classes consist of the method send. So push sender consists of the method send, SMS sender consists of the method send, and email sender also consists of the method send here, right? So and notification sender, this is linked to the notification, this one interface, individual interface, single interface, right? So we have already discussed this one. So this has to respect the open close principle as well as it is built upon single interface. So that's what we discussed earlier, right? So here this one will be making use of the interface here. So I hope this is completely clear, right? So just keep this in mind. We are having 5 classes here: notification system, notification sender. Notification system is the main class. It consists of the notification sender, another class, second one. Third, fourth, and fifth are basically types of notification. We have already discussed this one: email, SMS, as well as the push, which basically consists of all the 3 classes consist of the method send, right? And notification sender consists of the individual interface here. Nothing, this one I'm speaking of, right? So just keep this in mind. Easy to understand, right? So this is the basically this is the approach, or this is the high level overview for the this one notification system. So based on this itself, we will be writing the code. Now you should be having the idea, right? What we will be, how we will write the code basically, right? So next, let's discuss the key OOP principle that we'll be making use of within the code. Basically, we'll be making use of the abstraction. We'll be making use of the abstraction via notification sender interface. This one I'm speaking of, via notification sender interface. So by making use of the notification sender interface, we'll be making use of the abstraction, right? This is one of the OOP process, right? We'll be making use of the abstraction. So we'll be making use of the polymorphism as well. Why we will be going with the polymorphism? Because we have to handle the multiple sender types. When I say multiple sender types, it might be either email, it might be either push, or it might be either email push and another one was there, right? This one SMS sender, SMS. So these things we have to handle. So we have to make use of the polymorphism in this case, right? So this is fine. So let's move on with the next one here, dependency injection. So we will be going with the dependency injection in the notification system main class, right? So this is main class. So we will be going with the, we will be injecting basically, right? So we'll be going with the dependency injection on the notification system. So the final one here, open or close principle, open close principle. This is one of the principles, solid principles, right? So second one basically. So here in this case, we have to be able to add the new notification type without changing the existing type. We have already discussed this one. We don't have to discuss this one again, right? So we have to write the code in such a way that we should be able to add the new notification types without changing the existing code. You will come to know this one while we write the code basically, right? So I hope this is clear. This one, dependency injection, will be going with the dependency injection on the notification system as well. Just keep this in mind. So these two things. Now we are completely familiar with the UML diagram. Once we are completely familiar with the core classes that we have made use of, and what are the methods that we'll be making use of within the classes, core classes that we have discussed within the UML diagram. Also, we have discussed the key OOP principles as well, right? We have discussed the key OOP principles as well. Let's go with the design decisions and why, right? So design decisions and why means the UML diagram, same thing, right? Here we went with the notification sender, right? This one I'm speaking of. Let me come here. Let me take some other this one. Let me use it here. This one I'm speaking of notification sender. So why we will be going with the notification sender? Because we need the interface to define the common send method, right? Here we have different notifications here. One is email, one is SMS, and one is push sender. We need some interface to define the common send method, right? So that is the reason we'll be making use of the notification sender here. While we write the code, you'll will be articulating the same thing, exact same thing what I'm saying now. So whatever I am saying now, whatever we are discussing now, exact same thing we will be implementing or articulating the same thing in the form of code while we write the code, right? So we are done with the notification sender. Next, email sender. So this one I'm speaking of, the first one here in this case. So email sender, this sends the email notification. We know this one. Next, let's come to the SMS sender. This sends the SMS notification, and push sender, this sends the push notifications. This one is fine. The final one is notification system. This one, the main class I'm speaking of. notification system, this accepts any notification sender and triggers the send. So this basically accepts the any notification sender and triggers the send, basically, and triggers the send method, right, and triggers the send method. So here one more thing you have to so now we know why we'll be making use of the this one, notification system, notification sender, as well as these things, email sender, SMS sender, as well as the push sender. This is fine. So then why we are making use of the interface here? What is the requirement of the interface here? Why we will be making use of the interface here, right? So basically we have discussed within the key OOP principles that interface promotes polymorphism, right? So interface basically promotes polymorphism and open close principle. So this is one of the solid principle, right? The second principle, if you don't know open close principle within the solid principle, I have the separate playlist for that. You can just go through that and you can come here so that you'll understand the things better, right? So that's what here in this case, why interface? It promotes the polymorphism and open closed principle. So then why composition? Basically this composition we are making use of because it allows decoupling and plugging in different strategies dynamically. So mainly just remember why interface, why we are making use of interface. This is enough. So this promotes polymorphism and open close principle. So this is the reason we are going with a single interface here, right? So I hope the entire concept, so this one, the UML diagram is completely clear, right? So we have discussed every concept within this, and we have also discussed key OOP principles that we will be making use of within the code. So I hope these two things are very clear. So exact same things will be implementing or articulating the same thing in the form of code, right? Now let's do one thing. Now let's start writing the code. After writing the code, let's discuss the complexities and the future scope, right? Now let's start writing the code. So first thing here, what we will do, we have discussed that we'll be going with a single interface, right? So we have to have the common contract for all the senders. So the notification sender will be the common contract for all the senders, basically. So I'll just go with here interface notification, this one, sender. So this is fine. With this interface, let's go with the method, this one, send. So here void send. So let me pass the parameters here. Let me do one thing here. Parameter 2 and message. We have to send 2. We need 2 and we need message also, which is of the type string. So I'll just go with message. These parameters are enough, basically. So here this is fine. I'll just come out of this interface entirely. So the next thing is let's go with the email sender class, right? So which basically we have to give implements. This basically implements the notification sender. So this one, email sender as well as push sender, SMS sender, these three things implements the this one, main class, notification sender class, right? So here in this case, let me go with class email sender. This one implements notification sender, right? So this one is fine. So within this class, what we'll do first, let's handle the email notifications. Here in this case, public void, let's go with the send here. Send method will be making use of, right? So this basically handles the email notification. So again, so let me copy this one, string 2 and string message. These two parameters are enough, 2 and message. So let's pass the same thing here. So here within this method, we have to print something, right? So I'll just go with here. What should we go? We have to print message something. We'll be sending the email, right, to someone. So I'll just go with here, sending email to within the string. This is fine. Let's concatenate the 2 here. This is fine. The next step is, let me go with here, let me give message. This is fine. Let's concatenate the message here. So this is fine as well. So let me come out of this one entirely, this method, this class email sender class, basically, right? So here next, let's go with the next method, nothing but the SMS sender. So here I'll just go with class again, email sender. So let me copy this one and make the necessary changes here. So this time it is for the this one, what do we call, SMS sender, right? So here in this case, instead of the email sender, so let me delete this one and give SMS here. This will be SMS sender, right? So this is fine. Implements notification sender itself requires, and this will be same, parameters will be same. Here instead of sending email, I'll just give sending SMS to. Let's concatenate the two itself. Instead of this one, this message and message we are concatenating, this one remains same. So let me go with the final one here in this case. So SMS and email sender we have written. So this is for push actually. So let me give here push. Class push sender, implements notification sender, this is fine. String to and string message, this is also fine. This one, instead of sending SMS, this will be sending push notification. So let me make this one to push notification, right? Sending push notification to. So this one we have concatenated to. Oh, this is fine. We are concatenating messages. So what error we are getting here? Typo in word message. Oh yeah, this is a double A I have given right here. It's fine. Let me remove single A here. So that was the reason this was showing underline. So this is fine. Yeah, let me come out of this one entirely. So the next step is let's go with the notification system class. So I'll just go with here public class notification system. This is fine. Public class notification system. This is the main class. So this is taking automatically. So here in this case, we have discussed that we will be going with the dependency injection, nothing but the sender here in this case. Dependency injected sender, will be making use of the dependency injected sender. Here in this case, let me write private notification sender here, dependency injected sender, right? So let me give sender here. This is fine. So the next step here is let's go with the, so I'll go with public notification system, this one, public notification system. So within this one, let me pass the parameter notification sender. Where is notification sender? This one, notification sender. Let me give sender here, parameter sender. So within the notification system, so what I'll do, that has to accept the sender implementation dynamically, right? So let's initialize, let's assign the sender to sender itself. Means we are accepting the sender implementation dynamically. So here this will be this dot sender equals sender itself. So this is fine. Let me come out of this one entirely. So next, let's go with the method notify user. Why? Because we have to send the notification using the chosen sender, right? So in this case, let's go with the notify user method. So I'll just give here public void notify user. So within this method, so let me pass this one. Let me do one thing. Instead of typing, so let me delete this one. Where are the parameters? So let me copy. So parameters remains same for most methods, most of the methods. So this is fine. String to string message, this is fine. Within this method, we will be sending the notification using the chosen sender. Here in this case, let me go with sender dot send. What are the parameters that we need to pass here? To and message. So this is fine. This is it for the notify user method. I'll come out of this one. Notify user method. So I'll just go with the next method here. Sorry, not the next method. Basically, we'll be going with the main, right? So we'll be going with the main class basically. So we have already written this one, right? Main class, this one, notification system. This is the main class. Now let's go with the public static void main, right? So here in this case, public static void main. So within this one, I'll just go with string args, so arguments. So within this one, what shall we write? The first example, let's go with the email notification. The second example should consist of the SMS. Single example for each, basically notification types: email notification, SMS notification, as well as the push notification, right? So let's write one, and then copy the same thing and make the necessary changes here. First, let's go with the email notification. So here in this case, notification system, where is notification system? Oh yeah, notification system. So we are going with the email notification, right? So I'll just go with email notification variable here, email notification. So let me assign this one. We are creating new notifications here, right? Notification system. Within this one, we are passing new email sender. So this one email sender, this is fine. So in the next line, what we will do, this will be email notification dot notify user. This is fine. Within the notify user, we will go with let's do one thing. We have to go with particular users for the example, right? So I'll just go with the name Gauri here, Gauri at the rate of testmail.com. This is fine, and this is basically two. Two means we need some email, right? Send. So this one, two will be Gauri at the rate of testmail.com. So next, let's do one thing here. We have to give the text as well, right? So let's go with message, text or the message. What message shall I give here in this case? Let me give welcome to our platform. So something like that, which is relevant to this example, which is relevant to the code, basically, whatever we are writing, relevant to the question, basically. So let me make this one welcome typo here. This is fine. Welcome to the platform. So this is fine. Welcome to our platform. This is fine. So let me copy the same thing and make the necessary changes. So this is the example for email notification, right? So let's see. Let's we have to go with same thing. Similar example for the SMS notification and push notification as well, right? So let's see here in this case, notification system remains same. Instead of this one email notification, I'll just go with SMS notification here. This one new notification system of new, instead of email sender, I'll just make this one SMS sender. This is email notification. This one SMS will be SMS notification here. SMS notification dot notify user. Why we are getting error here? So yeah, small s I have considered right here. SMS. This one we are considering here. SMS notification notify user. Here in this case we have to give some number to, let me do one thing here. Plus 91 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0. Let me give this one. In this case, the phone number, and another one is message, right? So message, SMS notification, I'll just give here your OTP is some for this one. Either OTP will get in the 4 digits or will receive 6 digits, right? So I'll just go with 1 2 3 4 5 6 here in this case. OTP is 1 2 3 4 5 6. Just for the example sake, we're considering this one, right? So this is fine. So the next one here would be, we should consider the example for push notification. So I'll just go with, let me delete this one. Let me give push here, push notification. This one also, let me delete this one. So let me go with the push sender here. This is fine. So here as well, let me go with the push notification dot notify user. Here we have two as well as this one, right? What do we call? Two as well as message. So two here in this case we have to go with the device actually. So I'll just keep this one here, user device 1 2 3. You can just consider anything. I have just considered randomly any device name actually here in this case. So I can just give here for the push message we are considering, right? Push notification. Let me, you have a new message. Push notification is always irritative, right? So I'll just give here this one, you have a new message basically here. So this is fine. So this is it for the code. So let me format the code once so that this looks good. So this looks good, right? Here in this case here, this looks good. So what is the output that we need to get here? In this case, input we have given here as this one, gauri@testmail.com, and this one, welcome to our platform, right? So the output that we need to get here is sending email to gauri@testmail.com. That's what we need to get here. So here somewhere we have written here this one, right? So we have we are printing here sending email to, and we are concatenating to here, right? So we have to get the output here sending email to gauri@testmail.com. So next one, let's come to the SMS notification here. In this case, what we have written, what we are printing, just give me a second. SMS, this one, sending SMS to, so input we are giving here the number as well as OTP is this one, 123456. Your OTP is 123456. In this case, the output that we need to get here is sending SMS to this number, this particular number, right? So next, the final one here is what we are giving here for the push sender, sending push notification to, and we are concatenating to here in this case, parameter 2. So this the input that we are giving here is user device 123. I mean anything, user device 123x, anything you can give, that's relevant. So I've just given some random user device 123 here. So here we can just go with the new update, anything like that, right? So we are just giving the input like this, user device 123, and here in this case, what output we need to get here, sending push notification to this one, user device 123. That's what that's the output that we need to get here. Let's check. I hope this works. Let me run the code now. So we don't have any error, right? So yeah, we don't have any error. Code has to work. Let's see. This one is fine. Arc.example, this is fine. Let's wait for some time. So here you can clearly see. Let me enlarge this one. So here we got sending email to gauri@testmail.com. So message, welcome to our platform. The message that we gave was welcome to our platform, right? So this works absolutely correct for the first one. So I'll just minimize a bit. So here in this case, I'll just come here. This one I'm speaking of. So here we have considered this one, sending email to gauri@testmail.com. The example for this one, email this one, right? Email sender base, email notification, sorry, yeah, this one message what we have given here, welcome to our platform. So this is working absolutely correct. The second example, we gave input here for the SMS notification. Here we considered number as well as the your OTP is this one, 123456 message. So here we got sending SMS to the number 911234567890, whatever the number we have given. In message, your OTP is 123456. So this works absolutely correct, right? So this also works correct. The second example, let's go with the third one, push notification. So the input that we have given here is user device 123, and the message is you have a good message. So here in this case, we are getting push notification to user device 123. This, for this device we are pushing, right? We are pushing the notification to this particular device, user device 123. And what is the message that we are passing here? This one, you have a new message. So these three examples are working absolutely correct, right? So we are getting the desired output. We are getting the desired output, means the whatever the code that we have written works absolutely perfect, right? In this case, so now we have successfully written the code. We have obtained the desired output as well. Now what shall we do? Let's do one thing. Let's discuss the complexities for the code that we have written, and also let's discuss the future scope, right? So these two things, let's discuss these two things, and I'll close the video, right? So now let's discuss the complexities for the code that we. So here let's discuss the complexities, right? For the notify user, so we are just discussing for the notify user method here. For the notify user method, the time complexity is big of 1 and the space complexity is big of 1. Why it is big of 1? For both this one, time complexity and the space complexity is big of 1, right? Why it is big of 1 here? Because we are going with a constant time to send the notification only for the logs or call sender once, right? So the overall time complexity and the space complexity remains constant here, nothing but big of 1. So let's go with next one is creating each sender, right? For the let's discuss the complexities for creating each sender in this case, right? So creating each sender, so time complexity would be big of 1 and the space complexity would be big of 1 as well, right? For this one as well, because we are not making use of any extra memory, right? So no data structures are being involved at all here in this case for creating each sender, right? So in this case, the time complexity and the space complexity remains constant, nothing but big of 1. So let's move on with the final one here, adding the new sender type. So here also the time complexity and the space complexity remains big of 1 itself. Why? We are just creating the new class that is implementing the notification sender, right? We are just implementing we are just creating the new class that is implementing the notification sender. We saw that one during the code while we wrote the code, right? So we are just creating the new class that is implementing the notification sender. So time complexity and the space complexity remains constant in this case, which is big of 1. Constant, which is big of 1 basically, right? I hope the complexities are completely clear for the code that we have written, right? So I hope the complexities are completely clear. Next, what shall we do? Let's discuss the future scope, the last topic. Here, let's discuss some of the future scope that we need to keep in mind while we wrote the code or before writing the code. So here in this case, usually we should keep in mind these things. We should be keeping this one in the mind before writing the code. Retry logic. The first one is retry logic. Yeah, means we have to automatically retry on failure with exponentiation. With exponential backoff, right? When I say so, if something fails, if we are not able to send the notification, we have to provide, or we have to be we have to automatically, we have to provide automatic retry on failure with exponential backoff. Sorry, this is fine. Next, let's go with the second one here, queue based delivery. When I say queue based delivery, here we can just make use of the Kafka, right? So when I said queue based delivery, you would have already guessed that I would be speaking of the Kafka or RabbitMQ, right? So we can either go with the Kafka or RabbitMQ to asynchronously process the notification jobs. Basically, when the term message queue comes, so we will be thinking of either Kafka or RabbitMQ, right? So usually we'll be thinking of the Kafka. So when I say queue based delivery, we can either use Kafka or RabbitMQ to asynchronously process notification jobs. This is fine. Let's go with the third one here, notification logging. When I say notification logging, we have to store the sent notifications in the database, right? So we have to store the sent notification in the database for the audit or history purpose, right? So this one also we have to keep in mind. So next, let's go with the template engine integration. When I say template engine integration, we can use templating like Timeleaf, FreeMarker. So Timeleaf is one of the best template engine integration, right? So you can just go with the we can just make use of the templating like Timeleaf or the FreeMarker for the dynamic messages. That also we can do. So the next one here is bulk notification support. When I say bulk notification support, we have to be able to support sending to the multiple recipients at once, right? That is what the bulk notification support states here. So this is fine. Next, let's go with the rate limiting and throttling. This one I'm speaking of. When I say rate limiting and throttling, we have to prevent the abuse. When I say we have to prevent abuse, we have to limit notifications per user or certain IP address, particular IP address. Sorry, not the certain. Yeah, you can make use of the word certain as well. That doesn't matter. We have to prevent the abuse by limiting the notifications per user or particular IP address. So this is fine. Next, let's go with the this one, scheduler integration. When I say scheduler integration, so we have to schedule future notifications. So when I say future notifications, when I say schedule future notification, I'm speaking of reminders. We should be able to keep the reminders, right? So we have to keep in mind this one, scheduler integration as well. This one also we have to keep in mind. So next one is analytics and reporting. So when I say analytics and reporting, we have to track the delivery stats. When I say we have to track the delivery stats, we can either go with the delivered, failed, clicked, etc. The delivered stats we have to track, right? So we can make use of delivered, failed, clicked. So these things just to track. So this will help in the analytics and reporting part, right? So next, let's go with the plugin support. When I say plugin support, we should be able to add the new notification types. So here in this case, we only went with 3 notification types. One is email, push, as well as SMS, right? So here we should be able to add the new notification types as well. Example, so we can just consider Slack, WhatsApp, Discord, anything. we can target, right? Easily. So this one, plugin support. Plugin support means for Slack, WhatsApp, Discord, anything. We should be able to add the notification types easily. So let's come to the last one here, Spring Boot or microservice. So here, while I have written Spring Boot or microservices, I am speaking of this one. We should be able to turn this one into microservices. Why we should be able to turn this one into the microservices? So that we can create the REST APIs and use with the mobile or web clients, right? So we should be able to turn this into the microservice with REST APIs. So these are the things that we need to keep in mind. Basically, retry logic, queue-based delivery, notification logging, template engine integration, bulk notification supporting, rate limiting and throttling, scheduler integration, analytics and reporting, plugin support, as well as Spring Boot and microservices. These are the things that we need to keep in mind, basically, right? So one thing here, so what are the things that we discussed? Now we have successfully solved the problem, design problem that they had asked us to do, right? Basically, we were asked to design the notification system, right? So now we have successfully solved the problem. First we went with the UML diagram, then we went with the key OOP principles, then we wrote the code, working code, we saw the output, we got the desired output accordingly with the question, basically accordingly with the code that we have written, we got the desired output as well, which was working 100%. Then next what we did, next we discussed the complexities for the code that we have written, and then finally what we are doing, finally what we did, just now we discussed the future scope as well, right? So now I hope whatever the code that we have written is completely clear, and whatever the things that we discussed, whether it may be complexities for the code that we have written, whether it may be future scope that we discussed just now, these things I hope they are completely clear, right? For now, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.